Good morning. Happy Labor Day to you all. Good morning, Florentine Quack. Happy Labor Day, Diane. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to give the room just a little bit of time to build. I hope that everyone is enjoying a pants optional Monday morning. Hello, DJ King. So I've got a lot to cover today, but I'm still going to try to get through with it within an hour. Hello, Crystal. Welcome. Happy Labor Day. If you ladies would go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, it is going to be like chasing shiny objects in the live chat today. So if you do not already have a second device, or you can do picture within picture so that you can actually get to the internet if you have an Android device. And I am going to recommend that you also have an old-fashioned pen. Hello, Carol. Old-fashioned paper, so that you can actually take down some notes and do some comparisons. Good morning, Candy Crusher. Welcome. I would also ask that if you have not been over to check out the community tab on my YouTube page, that you would go ahead and jump over, take a look at the poll that was posted yesterday. Hello, Emerald Gold. If you did not participate in yesterday's poll, I would ask that you go check that out before we jump into the live this morning. Hello, Sonja. Happy Labor Day. Because that feeds directly into what we are going to talk about today. So, things that you're going to need: patience, because we are going to be all over the place today, chasing shiny objects. You're going to need an old school pen, old school paper, a second device or device that you can kind of do picture and picture within, so that you can kind of still have YouTube up and then surf the internet. Usually Android devices do that. Good morning, Samantha. Apple devices, not so much. And then if you did not see yesterday's post in the community page on my YouTube channel, if you would go ahead and participate in that poll, because that poll is going to feed directly into our conversation this morning. So the more people we have participating in that, I think the livelier the conversation will be this morning. Hello, M2, welcome. There were 28 people that cast their votes on yesterday. So if the 13 of you that are currently signed in did not participate yesterday, go over to the community tab on my YouTube channel, hit community, and then go and take yesterday's poll question. All right, so pen, paper, devices, community tab, we are chasing shiny objects. All right, so there has been a few months, I would say, where I have been on this kick about how does Dooney compare to LV. No worries. For those of you that think that I have completely lost my mind, I didn't buy one. So you can settle your britches there. I didn't go completely crazy. All right, but what I wanted to do was to see if I had something comparable in my collection to the never full versions of the MMGM or the PM. So the reason that I asked for you to get pen and paper is because I'm admittedly probably a little old school, but I sometimes have to see things written out for me to be able to really make the comparisons, and I'm thinking that it may help you today as well. So what I would like for you to start by doing is picking 3 bags out of your collection. Jot them down at the top of your paper. Then, if all of those bags are still available either on Dooney.com or ILD. So, for example, maybe you got a Cabriolet Newport tote, and I know that's like an oversized travel bag, but just walk with me through the example. All right, let's do something different. All right, let's say that the Dooney and Burke Charleston is one of your favorite small totes. Then write down Charleston at the top of the page, and then I'd like for you to go to either ILD or .com and look up the Charleston and write down those dimensions. So look for three of your favorite bag styles. Go find those dimensions and let me know when you're done. So it could be Smith, it could be your medium satchel, it could be your small satchel, it could be a Charleston, it could be a Mackenzie, it could be a logo lock, a leisure tote, it could be a dome satchel, a field bag, whatever it is. And this could go horribly wrong because I didn't test this before except on myself. And I did it with 3 bags that in my mind were either size or style wise compared to the LV bag that I'm interested in but will not purchase. But I also thought that it would be helpful from a comparison standpoint for me to pick a couple of bag styles that I like, that I gravitate to, that I have multiples in, that carry well, and for me to write down those dimensions as well. All right, so got your 3 bags. You're looking at your dimensions. I know you are because the chat has gone quiet. All right. Now, what I'd like for you to do is note the 3 price points for this LV bag style. All right. So if you would, these are all never full, so you don't have to write down never full, but just write down MM. So the MM size is an entire $1,320. MM never full LV, $1,320. The GM price is a whopping $1,400. In Mrs. Q's voice, $1,400. And the PM is just a little, it costs just a little bit of money, $1,240. So you should have right now on the back of your envelope or on your notepad or piece of paper your 3 bags, their dimensions, and written down MM, GM, PM, which are all 3 sizes of the Never Full from LV, and their itty bitty prices. MM. Yeah, DJ King, me too. MM, $1,320. The GM is just a little price, $1,400. And the PM, the baby of the bunch, is just a little, $1,240. All right. Now, here's what I want you to know. The dimensions of the MM, again, for those of you that are joining late, you need pen, paper, either a second device or a picture-in-picture option so that you, like usually on the Androids, so that you can keep up with the chat and do some research. We're chasing shiny objects. And if you did not participate in yesterday's community tab poll, need for you to go over and cast your vote on yesterday's poll question because it will feed right into our topic today, which is a comparison of LV to do I have something comparable to this in Dooney and Burke already in my collection. All right. So your 3 bags, your 3 bag dimensions, the MM, the GM, the PM, and their itty bitty prices. And now I'm going to go back and give you the dimensions of each. All right. For the MM, it is 12.5 long. All right. East to west is 12.5 long. The height, north-south, is 11.5. And the butt on it is 6.5. All right. 12.5, 11.5 by 6.5. All right. The GM is 15.6 east to west, 12.8 north to south, and 7.9 butt. Again, 15.6, 12.8, 7.9 in the butt for $1,400. All right. The last one, the PM, the baby of the bunch, is it's 14 and a half. Nope, stop. I've got multiple notes. The PM, all right. The PM is 11.2 by 8.7 with a 5.1 butt. So, the question that I have asked everybody in the tribe is, do I have something in my collection, or do you have something in your collection that is comparable to the LV Never Full, because I need to satisfy that in my life? Now, I don't know why, because I see women all the time in the airport traveling with this bag, and they are absolutely miserable. The shoulder drop is either acting as a blood pressure cuff if they can get it over their bags, or 98% of them have taken that heavy, big, too little strap bag, and it is like riding on top of their carry-on luggage. But it just does not look comfortable. So I wanted to know, do I have something comparable to that in my collection? And on the heels of that, there was this conversation in a live probably about a month to 6 weeks ago, where I asked the same poll question that is up on the community tab that I'd like for you to take a look at this morning. And that is, how do you use your medium Russell? All right. Do you use it for travel only? Do you use it as a handbag? Do you use it as a work bag? Do you use it for all of those? Or do you have it just because you got caught up in the FOMO of the tribe with the price, and that's what everybody was getting, so you pulled the trigger because you didn't want to miss out, and now you got it and it's still like wrapped up in plastic? You haven't figured out how you're going to use it, or maybe it's too big for you. So I was that person that said, no, I have never used it as a purse, and that is the honest truth. I have never used a Florentine medium Russell as a purse. It's too big. It is too big. And I used it, quite honestly, in law school to carry my books and my laptop back and forth because it was big enough for that. And I knew that it was strong enough for that. Not something that I would attempt in an LV, never full of any size, with those itty bitty teeny weeny straps. Now, you know that I have recently talked to you about this size bag, right? And I said I carried it as a purse. And this is those of you that have not followed along. This is the nylon large Miramar Addison that I traveled with, and the straps and the size were great coming home, but going or traveling out, but coming home it was too heavy, and I said, okay, I'm declaring this bag as a beach bag. And then I went on this hunt like, okay, well, wait a minute. Did I not like it because it's nylon? The bottom is not reinforced like some of my other older nylon bags, and everything kind of felt like it sank to the bottom. So was that maybe the reason that I didn't care for this bag? Because it really was a nice carry. Sagging and straps aside, of course. All right. So the question then was, why have I not carried medium Russell as a purse? Because says what, who ban island or not will get your butt in trouble. So just be careful if you venture over to says what, who's on Ban Island. She keeps posting all these bags that she bought before she went on Bag Ban Island. Have y'all noticed that? All I'm saying is be careful if you go over there. But Sus was the first person when I requested, like, how do you use it? She was like, purse, work bag. And I'm like, okay, work bag, I get. Purse? I don't know. But I trust Sus because double pocket satchel, the leisure shopper. Y'all know some of my favorite bags have come from recommendations from her. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to reconsider medium Russell as a purse. And then that doggone DJ King was like, that's all I've ever used mine for. Wait a minute. She loves some of the same bags that I love. Mackenzie, leisure, the tassel, double tassel, the double pocket sack, the medium satchel. But that's all she's ever used it for is a purse. So now it's got me wondering, do I need to reconsider using my medium Russell as a tote? Because my large medium Russell from way back in the day is still my go-to bag from a travel bag standpoint. It looks like it has every love mark on that bag, has a story to tell, but she was absolutely gorgeous, perfect, flawless, smooth when I got her. And she has now patinaed, and every love mark on her has been the story of our travels together. But I want to be able to use more of those because I have more now medium Russells than I have anything else. So I decided I was going to find the dimensions of my beloved small Russell, because that is the size that I have for years used as a purse, and I'm going to give you those dimensions. I'm going to also give you the dimensions of the medium Russell, and then I'm going to give you the dimensions of a few bags, a couple of bags, recent purchases that you've seen on this channel, and their dimensions as comparators. And then I'm going to tell you the trail that this has taken me down. But first, let's discuss LV. All right. Louis Vuitton. My sister, y'all have seen her on my channel. She was like, hey, you should save your Dooney dollars. This has been a few years ago now, right? Because she knows better now. She's like, you should basically go to Bag Band Island, right? Go hang out with Sus for a couple of months, save your money, and go buy an LV bag. And I asked her, which bag do you think I should get? This has probably been close to 10 years ago. She said, you should get one of those totes, never full. Okay. I said, why would I pay that money for coated cotton when I could spend a fraction of that and get actual leather? She looked at me and she said, what do you mean? I said, you do realize that the LV version is coated cotton. It's not leather. Her mind was like, what do you mean it's not leather? Exactly, it's not leather. So why are you pulling out a mortgage payment? Nothing against those of you that have them. I'm just saying, I need to understand for Dooney's coated cotton versus LV's coated cotton, why is there such a significant price difference other than the brand that's printed on? All right, so coated cotton versus leather. It is textile line. The pocket. Let me get that straight. The pocket of it is textile lined. Well, guess what? Dooney lines all of its bags in textiles too. That's what that red lining is. That's a textile. That striped one, the white one that looks like it's got like a little sailor stripe on it, that's a textile. The zebra stripe lining from a few years ago, that's a textile. Really, the only thing that isn't textile is the lining on most, if not all, of the Alto bags, because those are raw. And Dooney even has collections like my beloved Cambridge collection, and Hattie, that are lined in leather. Not a textile, like leather on top of leather on top of leather. So the pocket on the LV version is lined in a textile, but Dooney does its whole bags. All right, it has a removable zipper clutch. I got one thing to say in response to that. So what? It's not, in my opinion, like that little removable zipper clutch makes up the difference between the cost of a Dooney leather, all leather bag, and this coated cotton that has itty bitty leather straps. And that coated cotton doesn't seem to fare, just based on the reviews that I've seen and people having to send their coated cotton bags back to LV for repairs. I know I'm treading on thin ice because some of y'all have these bags in your collections. But I've never had to send any of my Dooney coated cotton back to Dooney for repair. I'm just saying, with that kind of price point, what are we paying for? What are you paying for if the coated cotton and it only has, about an inch of leather split between those two straps? What exactly are you paying the price tag for other than the name, right? Because what is it? You can spend wise or you can spend foolish. And I'm not saying you buy what you want. Everybody's budget is different. I'm more about quality and quantity, in that what I would spend on one LV bag, the number of Dooney leather bags I would get back. But not every, not, I'm, buy what you buy, like what you like. I understand fully well that I could go to Van Island and pop up with my first LV purchase, but it's just not that serious to me. Here's the other thing. This cowhide trim on LV bags. Is that like the straps and the piping, or is it just the strap? Because is that the cowhide that trims the little pouch, the zipper clutch that comes out of it? Because there's not a lot of leather on that bag. If there is a bag, and Peter, don't you dare get any ideas, but if that, don't you dare, Peter, if there is a bag that, in my opinion, warrants that kind of price point, Peter, don't get smart. It would be something like a Smith or a Russell, or a bowler duffel, or a weekender in all of this Florentine leather. Peter, I, I promise you, we will pick it in front of the headquarters with our cameras, with bail money, because we know you're gonna put us out for trespassing during the 12 days of Dooney. If you think you get smart and put that kind of price tag on leather, because you'll go bankrupt, we're not buying it. This is purely for comparison purposes only. Peter, I'm telling you, better not get senile. Don't get senile and think that, and get those prices mixed up. We're talking about LV, not Dooney. I just don't understand, with that itty bitty, with this itty bitty little bit of leather on an LV bag, that must be an organic, cow-fed, live in Italy on the hill, gets pedicures and spa treatments daily, for this much leather on a bag to quadruple or triple, in some cases, quadruple in other, the prices of a Dooney leather bag. Y'all see how little bit this, so that you get the entirety. Let me just show you how much leather be on them bags. Let me put it together. That's like one Dooney strap right there. And you are paying for those bags like you just paid for a whole baby cow. And that's even got a little space in it. All right. I don't understand it. All right, but it has a cowhide trim, and then it says gold hardware. This bag don't have a snap. It don't have a zipper. It don't have any kind of closure. The thief at the grocery store looking for your wallet, the thief in the airport behind you at TSA that keeps bumping into you, gonna have your passport, your wallet, your HB sunglasses, and everything else, because there's no way to close this bag. So the hardware has to be the zipper on the pouch, and the little things on the outside where the little tassel things hold. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't even have a bag right now close to me that has. But what other gold hardware is on this bag? I'm gonna wait because I need to see it in the comments. Let me get the live chat up. Can anybody tell me, other than those clasps, what else is gold hardware? And check this out. I saw a video at 3 o'clock this morning because I couldn't sleep. That's a whole nother story. I'm going to get on that doggone DJ King in a minute. But there was a video that said that the LV hardware is gold over silver. So if it like rubs together, the silver starts showing through, and then you have to send it back in for repair. Those of y'all that have those bags, am I mixing it up, or did I maybe I had somebody maybe they ended up with a VL bag instead of an LV bag. So it's gold tone. So it's gold over silver. So it can, okay, I know that there are some people that have had like corrosion or corrosive issues with like the Dooney hardware. But I'm telling you, y'all, that don't have anything to do with Dooney. I am convinced. Okay, thank you, Baghound. I am convinced that the climate in which you reside, which means the climate in which your bags are stored, will determine how your leather acts, whether or not your dust cover is going to transfer, whether or not your brass or gold toned jewelry style hardware on your Dooney bags are going to get corrosive. That is not a Dooney issue. I don't care what brand you watch videos on. If you find someone that really understands leather and textures and the atmosphere and moisture and things like that, they will tell you that all of those things, all things being ideal, you won't have any issues with it. But if you live in an older, damper house, you got more moisture. So of course, everything in your house could be more prone to mold and mildew than if you were in a drier climate. So just keep those things in mind. All right. So gold hardware. None of the pages for the MM, the GM, or the PM, and I looked at all of them. None of them, I'm going to say it a third time because there were 3 pages. None of them told me what the shoulder drop was on this bag. With the highest one that I looked at, because there were some that were more, because they got a all leather version one now. I wouldn't even go in there on that. Maybe I should have, since we're going to be talking about leather with Dooney, but it would have just made it even, it would have made it a worse comparison. But that none of those said what the shoulder drop was on the MM, the GM, or the PM. No shoulder drop was listed. It was just the dimensions of the bag. All right. So the Dooney & Bourke Small Russell. Go back to your pen and paper. Write this down. The Small Russell. It is 10.5 high. It has 5.25 butt. And it's 12 inches long. So basically, it is 12 long, 10.5 high, 5.25 butt, front to back butt. The medium Russell is 11.5 north south, has a 7.5 butt, and is 14.5 long. I'm going to give it to you again. The small, 10.5 high, 5.25 butt, 12 long. The medium Russell is 11.5 north south, 7.5 butt, and 14.5 long. And check out the large Russell, which is the one that I travel with. She is 10.25 high. She has a 6.5 butt and is 16.5 east to west long. Let me give it to you again. 10.25 high, 6.5 butt, 16.5 east to west. So, when I look at those sizes and dimensions and compare those to the sizes of the MM, GM, and PM, I think I've got something comparable, right? From a size standpoint, they're not exact sizes, but They are so close that I think it works. We're talking about all leather. Dooney does tell me that I'm getting an 8.5 inch shoulder drop. Too short. But I know what the shoulder drop is. It's 8.5. All leather. It's textile lined too. It does not have a removable zipper clutch, but it does come with organization. And if I don't overstuff it, it has snaps at the top, 3 of them, so that I can secure the top of my bag so those people with ill intentions that bump you have their work cut out for them in order to be able to get into your Dooney Russell bag. So, I got a standard Dooney setup. I got all leather. I have a textile lining, an 8.5 inch shoulder drop. Did I mention it also has an outside pocket? It has an outside pocket. Let me do it one more time because I don't think y'all hear me because I didn't see no amens in there for the price. LV is coated cotton that cracks and peels that has to be sent in for repair. Dooney is Florentine leather, like creme de la creme of Dooney's leather. LV says that the pocket, let me repeat that, y'all. I need the church to say amen. The pocket of their bag is textile lined. Dooney lines the entire bag. Let's move on. LV has a removable zipper clutch. Dooney says I'm going to give you an outside pocket, and I'm going to give you in the military mom's description the SDS, the standard Dooney setup. Cowhide straps on LV versus an entire cow, a baby cow, for the actual body of the bag in Dooney. They both have feet. There is a gold hardware zipper and tassel tug on LV. Dooney gives you gold snaps and a gold hardware in the inside. LV does not snap, zip, cinch. Dooney snaps in 3 places. Have no clue based on the website the size of the never full shoulder drop on the PM, the MM, or the GM size, but Dooney advertises it as 8.5. All leather with a standard Dooney setup. All right. I hope you're looking at your paper because I'm looking at mine and I'm like, okay, my favorite bags, the sizes, the LV sizes and the price versus the Dooney sizes and the price, the material, the repairs, the longevity. This thing starts to really unfold when you start peeling back the layers. All right, so next, 2 bags that I have purchased lately. One of them y'all know I absolutely love. The other one I have gripes with. We're going to talk about the Leisure Shopper, High 4 Ducks, and the tassel, double strap tassel bag. All right, my Leisure Shopper, thanks to Suz, she not getting off that easy, y'all. She thought that she just kind of slid back on Bag Band Island. No, ma'am. Leisure Shopper, because of Suz what? 11.5 tall. All right. 6.5 butt and 14 inches long. I'm going to repeat it for you. My Leisure that I love. Some of y'all have fallen in love with that big bag as well. 11.5 tall, 6.5 butt, 14 inches long. Okay. Let's look at the tassel, the double strap tassel tote, because y'all know my issue with that is the fact that it only has one snap. I'm going to remind you, LV in the Never Full has no snap, no zipper. Tassel is 11 tall, has a 5.5-inch butt, and it's 14.5 long. 11 high, 5.5 butt, 14.5 long. So, do y'all see what I see when I look at the price, the dimensions, the features? Now, I don't know how those sizes compare to the bags that you wrote down. I'd like to see, just in the comments, if you would share with me the 3 bags that you wrote down and took their dimensions for comparison. Mine were comparison for the leisure shopper, the double strap tassel tote, and the medium rustle, because the medium rustle is what I wanted to compare to the Never Full. What 3 bags did you write down? And again, the reason I'm asking is because if you have not yet gone over and checked out the community tab, I'd like for you to participate in that poll, because the question is, how do you use your medium rustle? And for me, I thought that bag was too big to carry as a purse. Now, admittedly, the large one, I wouldn't carry that as a purse. I just wouldn't. 16.5, I just don't see using that as a purse. To me, that's a travel bag. But, Sus what, who has a passport and a visa. That means she can come and go freely as she wants from Bag Band Island. Y'all don't buy into that hype, I'm telling you. She got dual citizenship to the mainland and the Bag Band Island. She can go back and forth freely. Sus, you can call me after the live. You taking that advice and looking at that bag from a work bag and a handbag, and then that doggone DJ King. She needs to rename her channel, I think, that doggone DJ King, because it's almost like Raven, or there's another show that is on. I watch TV sometimes with my nephew, who is celebrating his 16th birthday this weekend, but I digress. That I thought that bag style was too big for me to carry as a purse. But as I look at the leisure and the tassel, which are 2 bags that I have most recently carried, and quite honestly have very, other than the leisure shopper not having an outside pocket, it's like perfect. And the tassel, double strap tassel bag, other than the fact that it doesn't have a zipper, it's perfect. So I wanted to look at the dimensions between those bags and my medium rustle to see how they compare, to see if, one, I could justify carrying medium rustle as a purse, and 2, to try to satisfy this urge that I have had to go hang out with Sus on Bag Band Island and purchase an LV with the 2 little itty bitty straps on it. And I have come to the conclusion that this right here is way better than the LV version at a much better price, in a color that I would love, because y'all know me and browns and blacks, and I know they got other colors, but most of what you see in those are the monogram. That this right here is way better. And for the next 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks, I am going to pull her out, pack her up. She's catching some shadows. I promise you she don't have the shadows that y'all are seeing online. But I'm going to pull her out, put my stuff in her. I'm moving out of Hattie that I actually carried for 2 weeks. But I am going to move into my Russell and love her. Now, y'all know if it goes haywire, we'll talk about it on a Sunday about why or how it didn't work for me. The first thing I can think about is the weight of the bag already, but that's Florentine, so I get over that. My bags are just heavy based on my carry and the leather. But the thing that I think is going to challenge me is the shoulder drop at the 8.5. Because the leisure and the double strap tassel bag both have much longer shoulder straps, shoulder drops. But you don't have to worry about me with an MM for a whopping $1,320 or the GM at the itty bitty price of $1,400 or the baby PM at $1,240. I think based on today's experiment and me being able to like write it all down, I was able to make sense of it all and hope that you have been able to make sense of yours as well. Now, on to other business. So there are 16% of you that say that you will use your medium Russell as a handbag. Not sure how that compares. If you participated, would love to see in the comments how your comparison of the Russell or any of these LV bags compared to your favorite Dooney bag. So 16% of you say, I use my medium Russell as a handbag. 10% of you say, I only use it for travel. 6% say, I use it as a work bag only. 35% of you say travel, work, handbag. I use it for all of the above. So 35%. And then there's 32% of you that say, I don't use it for any of these, or I have not yet figured out how I will use it. So for 32% of you that participated in the survey on the community tab, I hope that today's live stream helps you to take a look at the medium Russell bag in a different light, and that you will consider joining me in this experiment to test it to see if it truly is functional as a handbag. So, again, I warn you that sus what does not steer you wrong. So you may end up with one Russell on the left side for work and one Russell on the right side of your body as a purse. I'm just warning you. She's got dual citizenship to the mainland and to Bag Band Island. So just be careful when you carry it as a purse and or work bag. You may end up carrying two when you leave home looking like a bag lady. But you'll be a very polished bag lady. 2 baby cows on your arms. And then that doggone DJ King, who challenges the norms of my handbag reality, had me yesterday. Okay, let me back up for a second. Do y'all remember a couple of weeks back there was a community tab post? There was also a couple of videos that posted of the $5 catch-all pouches at Target. Do y'all remember that? And y'all remember that DJ King threw me under the bus saying that I had her running out during back to school time under the cover of I need to get the baby some crayons to go buy $5 pouches, and then I had to remind her while she was in Target to actually go to the school supply section. and get crayons since that was her cover story. Let me just tell you that doggone DJ King returned the favor yesterday. She returned it yesterday because she was out and about. Hey, D Mac, I'm thanking her son because had it not been for D Mac yesterday needing some stuff from Wally Marte, this little excursion off of Bag Band Island or any purchase island would not have purchased. And I'm not talking about bags. I'm not talking about bags. I do have some more bag stuff to cover, but I gotta get y'all. I'm holding you until the end. All right. So I just need to know in the chat, am I the only person that's like addicted to like desk stuff? You know, like pens, paper, notepad, desk trays, business card holders, little journals, little, am I the only one that likes that stuff? I may be. Uh-oh. Maybe I should venture a different way. Anybody? Anybody like going to Staples? Okay, Mrs. Q says no, she's not there. Oh, okay. No, I'm not. Okay. Ooh, I was getting worried there. All right. So, y'all, I love like cute little stationery and multicolored cards and address labels and that kind of stuff. I mean, like, little girly stuff. I love back to school time because, honey, it's not just the little kids that get stuff. I was so excited going back to law school, even though laptop was required. I was like, I gotta go and get me some notebooks and some pen and paper, and I need an old school paper journal to write down my assignments, even though I'm gonna put those exams and mock trial dates and stuff in my phone. But I was like, it's back to school time. I'm getting my stuff. Y'all, it's back to school time. I'm not enrolled in nobody's school right now. I'm thinking about going back, but I'm not enrolled in anybody's school right now. And that doggone DJ King called me yesterday and said, I see something at Walmart that is just like the shirt you just revealed in your brown sugar box. What? So if you don't know what's on the brown sugar box, even though you may not be a brown sugar babe, go over and check that out because this month's shirt ties right into what I'm about to show you. And for the record, I'm going to tell you, this is not pink, it is mauve. It goes in with my Russell because y'all know how I feel about pink, and it's probably going to show up pink on camera. But she had me to get in the shower, put on clothes, take Hattie out again because I was supposed to be switching out Hattie, drive 20 minutes away, not to the closest Walmart near me, but the one a little bit further out because I checked online inventory and it wasn't looking good for the home store. And I ended up, now for those of you that are not brown girls, it's okay. Hold with me. But for those of you that know about the BGM, look at this. How about I'm staying magical? And there are some others. I didn't pull everything out. I just wanted y'all to know because I got to go back to Walmart as soon as the live is over because there's some more colors I missed. But look at this. Just a girl boss building her empire. I bought enough so that they're going in with my team. They're going to get girl boss journals and stuff along with their coach stuff. Y'all look. to-do list. Make it happen. I thought about using these at work, but these will actually cost more, so I'm probably going to use these at home. Y'all, and I got a stack of these things back here. I'm embarrassed to show you. I'm not going to share with you how much I got. I'm not. How about Tiffany Blue Stay Magical? She was able to get the ones in black, but I got the ones in white because I couldn't find the black ones. And y'all, how about these document holders? Look at these. Look at these. So now I need to find the girl boss in the black. They did not have pens, Samantha, and if they did have pens, they are sold out. But I am going to have some pens made. I have been working on merchandise, and look at that. So I ran out to get stationery yesterday, like she ran out to get $5 pouches. All I will tell you is I was all down on the floor in the Walmart pulling out boxes, and y'all would have thought I had a third grader at home that needed notebooks for Tuesday morning. The way I was in those 2 stores yesterday, by the way, because she told me if I was going to tell the story to tell it the right way. I did hit 2 stores, and I did make purchases out of 2 stores. I did. I'm gonna tell it. But y'all would think that I got a little kid here, a little girl here at this house that needs school supplies with the way I bought yesterday and the way I was all down on the floor and looking through all of the bins and stuff. So here's what I'm gonna do, because some of y'all are like me and you want to know, like, okay, which Walmart do I need to start at? So I'm going to give you the item numbers just so that you can kind of check inventory to see if any of these are still in your store. And then what I want you to know is, like, these cost more. These were like $2 a piece. DJ King paid 88 cents for her books like this. My Walmart had already marked them down to 50 cents each. Yep, like 2 for $1. That's how much I paid for mine. Hers were 88 cents a piece, but the Make It Happen were $1.96 a piece. So I did get those. All right, but here's what I need you to know when you go in to look for these. They are all mixed in together. And if you are looking for one particular one, they got one with like a crown that talks about being, adjust your crown, be sweet, like a pineapple, stand strong, something like that. They got one on there with unicorns. They got one with a giraffe where you see his legs and his butt. I should have got that one because we talk about butts on this channel a lot. But then she's bent down and she's like, "What's up?" And I should have gotten those for my team, because when we call each other, we don't answer the phone and say hello or good morning. We always say what's up, because my thing is time is money. Tell me what you need so I can get you an answer. So I may go back and get a couple of those. But back to this. So they're in the boxes. No, they cannot be ordered, Teresa. They are all only in store, because I was going to order them online. But when you look them up online, I'm going to give you 2 style numbers so that you can check the Walmarts in your area. But they will have like the little pineapple one, and then the one with the giraffe, and then you'll flip through a few, and then you might see 1 or 2 of these, and then you'll flip through and see something else, and then you'll flip through, and then you'll find. So if you find them, right, and looking for gold, silver, pink, black, mauve, Tiffany blue, white, then if it just says, for example, if it just says Stay Magical on the front, and anybody could have magic, but for those of you BGM, I liked it for that reason. If you don't want the Stay Magical one, or you don't want one with unicorns or a pineapple crown or whatever, just keep flipping through. It's not like you find a box and everything that's in it is the same as what's on the front. You know, like when you're buying notebooks and it has like a yellow, a blue, a green, a black, a yellow, all in the box. Same way with these, but they all have different sayings. Sorry. So you got your pen and your paper ready. So I told you were going to need this. Told you we're going to need it. All right. The first SKU number, and you can search by the SKUs on Walmart.com. That's the best way to do it because you can change your store location and it'll tell you whether it's limited quantity, out of stock, or if it says in stock, then they should have several, right? If it gives you a quantity count, skip that one, go to the next Walmart because likely you're not going to be able to find it. So the first item number is 844 1060 30352. I'm going to repeat, and while I'm repeating and you're verifying, hit the thumbs up for me for this video. It's item number 844 106 352. The second one, and when you go to Walmart.com, you can just type that number into the search bar and it will pull it up. Here's the second one, because DJ King had a hard time finding the document folder, so I want to make sure that I give you the document folder number as well. So one for the pads, one for the document folders. And y'all, these are plastic, so they're not the paper document holders, and they do have Velcro. So whether it's in your work bag or when you're carrying your Russell, whether you're the person that drops mail that you got to drop off at the post office, or papers that the kids want you to sign, or whatever it is for 50. Well, these were 75 cents. I'm sorry. These were 75 cents. These were 50 cents each. And these were $1.96 or $1.98. All right, so here's the second item number. All right, so the second item number is 844 106 031 533. Let me give it to you again. And while I'm doing it, if you haven't already hit the thumbs up, I'd ask that you do so. It's 844 106 031 533. Y'all, they are not going to be able to tell me nothing during the upcoming staff meeting when I plop down and I'm like, because they know, I can, anyway, I'm not going into all that. All right, so let me get Miss Stay Magical back out, because now we got some more handbag stuff to talk about. But if you have not seen Suz What's latest 2 uploads, go check those out. I'm telling y'all, her being on Bag Ban Island is questionable. It's questionable. She keeps saying she got bags before Bag Ban Island, and I don't know. I don't know. But she did go back and do a what I carried this week, and I mean, between the feed bag and the Florentine, it was a good carry week for Suzzblood. But I'm gonna tell you what. So hilarious. Let me not go there yet. So, Lucinda Quimbley, are you in the chat? Roll call for Lucinda. Is Lucinda in here? Lucinda did her own version of a this or that, or a hashtag curate your closet yesterday. And I got pulled into looking at shoes yesterday. And 90 minutes in, I said, why am I looking for shoes? I thought I was supposed to be looking for bags. And then it was like, oh, yeah, you watched Lucinda's video right before you moved over to Journeys. And now you're on here looking for Vans and Toms and Chucks and all those other things. So if you have not been over to check out her gorgeous lookbook, then you must go over and check out Lucinda Quimbly's upload from yesterday. Also, just to add insult to injury, because the color is not available, The Closet Dive produced, published the latest cinema blockbuster hit on her channel featuring Sunflower, and had me wanting a snack of sunflower seeds after I was done. So if you've not been over to check out The Closet Dive's latest production, please go over and do that. None other than Noble Strength also has a new video up featuring Dooney and Burke, so make sure that you go over and show her some love as well. Now I am going to put DJ King, that doggone DJ King, on blast, because she produced a hilarious video this morning talking about her needing directions. Some of y'all, the comments on this thing are hilarious. The only thing that I think would have made the comments better is if Sus What herself had responded in a video about the directions on how to get to Bagban Island. But I'm gonna tell y'all, so DJ King, she needs directions, because if she goes to Bagban Island, then I don't need to go, because I would be safe on the mainland. That's the honest truth. But let me tell y'all, she was not driving this morning to try to find Bagban Island. She wasn't. That was a 7 a.m. run to another Walmart to find these. So she's busted. No, she didn't spend what she would have spent on a Dooney or on a Coach or on an MCM. She didn't spend what she would have spent if she was buying items to organize. But she filmed that video this morning, leading y'all to believe she was trying to find Bagban Island, when she was really on her way to Walmart, because she had discovered where these document pouches were for 75 cents. So she is straight busted. She is in the busted. Y'all, I learned about the busted newspaper when I was in Tennessee, and we would be looking to find people that had not reported to work in a couple of days. And one of the young ladies covering a territory on my team came to a meeting and said, I just want to explain to you why our productivity is down and why we've got so many job openings that we need to fill. It's because our people are in the busted. And I was like, I don't know what the busted is. Will you please educate me? Well, The Busted is the name of the newspaper in Chattanooga, Tennessee, that captures all of the people for the week that have been apprehended by law enforcement. And we ended up just charging that $52 a year to the budget, because it had become imperative that on Monday morning we bought a copy of The Busted to see who was not going to be reporting to work, because it had their mug shots in there and the list of all of their charges from the prior week. So in this week's edition of The Busted, there is a picture of the doggone DJ King with Walmart infractions underneath her photo, and time of arrest was 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on September the 2nd. I think that's today's date. Is it the 1st or the 2nd? It's the 2nd. That's where she was going. Busted. In the busted paper, going to the enabler corner, not to Bagban Island. She was on her way to Walla Marte. for stationery. She told me I had to tell the whole story, and since I had to tell on myself, I'm telling on her too. All right, y'all. So now, Sonja Covington. Moving on to Sonja Covington and Kimberly Mines, because see, it's one of those days we all off today and we don't have anything but time to do. So I'm laying out the sins of the tribe. Well, this is actually my sin. So Sonja Covington and Kimberly Mines, they have made me challenge over the last year plus my entire accessory game. Because y'all, I was that person, like a man, that when I found a wallet that worked, oh, don't peek through your hands, Sonja. I see you. Yep, that's you. I was like a man with my wallet. When I found one that worked, I kept my stuff in it and I changed my bag, and I would just move all of my stuff out of my bag into my other bag, and it would have the same wallet, the same coin case, the same whatever. All right, so we all do the meet and greet in Chicago, and men, we have all talked and or texted every single day since then. And we started sharing these pictures of bags. And if you're following ladies on Instagram, you have seen these bags. Then we moved from sharing bags to not what's in your bag, as in, you know, do you have 3 water bottles and a bag, a pack of Pampers Sensitive baby wipes in there, but to what accessories do you have in your bag that coordinate, right? So I've always been under this premise that what's in my bag is for me, what's on the outside of the bag is for the people that look at it. These ladies don't believe that. They believe that they should have a special treat, a surprise every time they look into their handbags, and oh, the treats they have hiding inside their handbags. I would look in my bag and be like, oh, there's my wallet. They look in their bags and it's like, look at all that pretty stuff in there. So y'all, I was accessoried to shame. Literally. Accessory to shame, and I had to focus on my accessory game this year. But we have had this conversation many a times, and I've never pulled the trigger. So Sonja Covington particularly has accessories that match the trim of her bag. And when she stages her accessories for Instagram worthy photos, and if you haven't seen them, go check her out on Instagram. She'll include her phenomenally me IG name so that you have it for easy reference. But follow her on Instagram along with Kimberly Mines. Kim, make sure you post yours as well, so that you can see some of the deliciousness that they have inside their bags. Sonja, last year, there was a amazing sale on ILD for Carringtons. And Sonja made a purchase, and she shared it here on her channel. And I just kept saying to myself, I just don't need a caramel, a caramel, a natural. I don't need a wallet in those colors. I just don't. And she and Kim, on more than one occasion, for several hours on the phone, tried to convince me that DA, you do need a wallet or two, or an accessory or few in this color, because it pairs back to every trim that you have on your Dooney bags. You just need this. And I was like, it's brown. I don't need it. It's brown. I'm not going to use it. It's brown. It's brown. I'm not going to carry it. It's brown. I'm not going to reach for it. Y'all, I understand. I just can't. And they started posting pictures. And they started texting pictures. And they were gorgeous pictures. But I was just holding on to dear life. I just could not see buying brown. Well, yesterday I broke down and I bought a caramel, whatever you want to call it, Alice. Because I need her. I need her in my life. I need her to match back with everything. I was torn between the natural and the Saffiano, and the natural in the pebbled leather. And I decided I would go the pebbled leather route. But I only went the pebbled leather route because I was torn between a blue in Saffiano or in pebble. Yeah, all three of y'all can go to the corner and take that doggone DJ King with you, because she was the one on the phone yesterday that said, okay, so what are we doing about Alice? So all four of y'all go keep each other company in the corner. Get to the enabler corner. Mrs. Q, Kimberly Mines, Sonja Covington, and that doggone DJ King. All four of y'all, browns and blacks, that browns and black purchases, go to the enabler corner. But I pulled the trigger yesterday. So what I will say is, if the Coach travel wallet, if you like that wallet, if you love the Willis wallet from Dooney & Burke, which has become a unicorn now, you can't find it, and if you do, it's like $218. If you have not pulled the trigger on Alice and you like big wallets, the Alice is back on ILD for an extra 20% off, which brings it to $63.20, which is what the second markdown was of Alice on clearance at the outlets. Still good color variety, and it works out. So I took the plunge yesterday, and I'm just going to say thank you to the four of you that are in the enabler corners. Looks like Mrs. Q just took her wrath off Bag Band Island again and is on her way over to ILD. She has dual citizenship too, y'all. Don't be fooled. Her and Suz What and Mrs. Q have dual citizenship on the mainland and Bag Band Island. Mrs. Q keeps a little speedboat at the dock. We shouldn't even need a dock on Bag Band Island, but she keeps a little speedboat docked at Bag Band Island for rapid trips back to the mainland for purchase. Y'all, I'm telling you. So, OMs, I'm so glad you're laughing, because you're up next. Because y'all, it has been a rough, long weekend. But before we move, here you go. This is the one I got in bone. This has been in my bag now for 2 weeks. When I switch into her, I will be switching out of her and into the red Saffiano version of the Alice. So, if you don't have natural, if you don't have black, I did not yet pull black. If you don't have a blue, if you don't have a red, if you don't have a neutral color to go with all of your latest, greatest neutral purchases for $63.20 on ILD, that is one of the hidden gems during this sale right now. Go pull the trigger, thank me later. If you are not a big bag carrier, leave her alone, because she is big. She is like the size of a note. You know what? Y'all know what a composition notebook looks like because I just showed you. You've seen these in person. It is, do you see this? It is longer than a composition notebook. So if you can't see using something longer than a composition notebook as a wallet, leave Alice alone unless you know a huge wallet lover and that's an excellent gifting price for Christmas. Otherwise, leave her alone because nobody wants your return when you realize she's too big for you. Now I'm on to DJ King and M's Squares. Because see, M's has been in the enabler corner since the bucket list experience. Why has she been in the enabler corner, tribe, since the bucket list experience? She has been because where did I put it? Did I move it? I probably put it up. I don't have the other one close by. How did I finagle that? All right. Y'all remember last year that we were all on the large Carrington kick, and we were buying them in every color: Calypso, Jade, Oyster Red, Natural Black, Marine Blue. We bought them out of every outlet across the country. We were buying them on Sundays during live streams. We were buying them on Saturdays. We were calling and shipping them and picking them up to each other. And then they had the audacity to come out with the color Leaf for the fall, and the frenzy started all over again. We had to have that big behind clutch. And we all had visions of it being tabletop and dinner and, our fabulous New Year Eve parties. And y'all, what I realized after I got 27 of those colors is that I don't have a clutch lifestyle. I travel for work. I go to the office. I need purses and work bags. I don't club. I just don't have a clutch lifestyle. But now I got 27 of these different colored Saffiano large Carringtons with absolutely no organization in the inside. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with these big old pouches. Because I really don't have a clutch lifestyle where I could throw all that stuff in there. So, on Friday, that doggone DJ King got off work early. And y'all know I had a fiasco at the airport, so I worked from home on Friday because I didn't get home until 3 a.m. So me going anywhere that required clothes, or quite honestly, me brushing my teeth, was a no-go. I was no pants all day in my pajamas. And that doggone DJ King called me because she got off work early. And do y'all know where she was on her way to? Yep. With a tear in my eye. She was on her way to Coach. She was on her way to Coach because there were a couple of things that we were looking for, and she hadn't checked her local store, so she was on her way to check it out. Mind you, I had already told her Thursday night, I'm not fooling with you. I'm not buying no more stuff. I'm stuck at the airport. I don't have anything else to pass the time. I'm not fooling with you. You're going to have me sitting in the dark with no internet service, and the weather is about to change. I can't be fooling with you. Well, y'all, not only did I have stuff that she had Zelled me money for in my trips that I needed to send to her, she had stuff that I had Zelle her money for that she needed to send to me. And instead of going straight to the post office like she was supposed to, she stopped by Coach. And I ended up zailing her some more money to put stuff in my box before she went to the post office. I'm laying it all out right now. I'm laying it all out. Y'all, so one of the things was, and I don't have it yet because the delivery is coming in tomorrow, so I'm going to be working from home. But one of the things is the pouch that goes with the pencil or pen case and the notebook from the Coach Radial Rainbow collection that sold out. They got the tote online. I'm gonna have to get on Coach and their totes because I need to do a comparison to them to LV too. Because I really want that one, but it doesn't snap either, y'all. I'm rambling now. Chasing shiny things, remember? So I have now not one Coach pouch coming from Friday that's in a box, but Saturday I fell back into this, I have a clutch lifestyle again. And before I snapped out of it, I purchased another large Carrington style pouch, but this time from Coach. And I decided, since Ems has been in the Enabler Corner since the bucket list experience, we would just call her on three-way for her to help me figure out how I'm going to use all of these clutches. So I told Ems, I bought all of these because I fooled myself into thinking that I have a clutch lifestyle and that when I run out of the house that I don't run with, my full purse. And, it wasn't until I discovered the Coach double zip wallet that even was an option for me. And I said, all right, we were all sitting at the pizza joint and all had this epiphany when you open your purse with two things. And one of them was the oversized large Carrington, and you were using it as a catch-all. So I said, okay, walk me through. Help me feel good that I have two more of these things coming from a different brand. How am I going to use them? Y'all, I have binge watched pouch, catch-all, carry-all videos, and I'm going to force myself when I move into Russell that I'm going to give this a try. But the whole premise behind, now I'm back to Sonja and Kim and even Suz What with accessories. The whole premise behind getting pouches and things from an accessory standpoint is so that I didn't have random stuff, right? Random pens and random, hand lotions and stuff rolling around in my bag. So the point was to get these little clutches, little pouches and stuff, and kind of categorize the stuff so that you would know where things were and you wouldn't have all this loose stuff in your bag. And that's what I've been doing, and that has been working. But this whole catch-all idea is one of the videos that I watched, they called it the junk drawer for your purse. Yep, I'm going to repeat it. The junk drawer for your purse. That's the definition of a catch-all, of a pouch. That is the new purpose for an extra large Carrington. It is the junk drawer for your purse. But as I shared with Ems and with DJ King, isn't that what we were trying to get away from? Isn't that like the point of the pouches, is so you don't have this jumbled mess at the bottom of your bag where you're having to take everything out to find the one thing that you're looking for? Isn't that like the point of the pouches, so that you don't have stuff all in one place, so that you gotta pull everything out of this catch-all to find that one hair tie or hair safety pin or the loose change? Isn't that like the point of using the small pouches, is to get away from the jumbled mess? So I'm not convinced, but I got two new ones coming, so I got to get it figured out. But that was scary territory for me. One, because I came to grips with the fact that I don't have a clutch life, so I don't need to buy anything else for the purpose of a clutch, because I have plenty of things that are called clutches that are not used as clutches. Uh, Beverly, send me some pictures, please, of what you have in and what you're using. Text me and send those to me, please. I need some insight, because the idea of it being the junk drawer in your purse, it was perfect. I don't know why all of the videos that deal with that don't call them junk drawer for your purse. Because when I post mine, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be, look what I have in the junk drawer in my purse. But I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to see if I can make it work. And I'm probably going to be bleeding red, because I'm going to pull out all kinds of red accessories and throw them into Miss Russell and see how I do with her over the next 2 weeks. But that to me was an epiphany. But we all were sitting at the table waiting for pizza, talking about bags, talking about the bucket list experience, bonding and developing our sisterhood, when M Squared pulled out her bag, and she had this large Carrington in her bag, and it had like her hand sanitizer and her keys and the lotion and all of this other stuff in there. And we all were like, oh, that's how we can use it. And I'm going to put myself on Front Street. I don't know about anybody else in the tribe, but I hadn't tried it yet. But I talked to her yesterday, and I'm going to go down that path. The other thing that M Squares is in the enabler corner for, and Mrs. Q is in the enabler corner for, are the Coach Pouchettes. Or as somebody's channel said last night, the Pouchettes. I'm pretty sure that's not how you pronounce it, but just in case it is, Pouchette, Pouchette, I'm embarrassed that I even said it that way. The little Coach Pouchettes. M's also pulled out of her bag during the bucket list experience. This is all during one setting, y'all, at the pizza joint. I'm sure none of this was on camera. The Coach Pouchette. And I fell in love with it. And I was graciously gifted, or thankfully gifted, all of the above. It's both. A Pouchette for my birthday. And I am so in love with it. So in love with it that I have purchased multiples of those. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, it's Shaw Loves Bags. DJ King, did I get the channel right? She just recently did a what's in my bag, and showed it on, it was a Coach tote. I'm going to see if I can look it up really quick in the history. And it's probably way back now, because I watched videos till 3 o'clock this morning. Because I'm also working on storage. So I was going through Amazon looking for stuff for projects that I'm But in case you are not sure on what I'm looking at, one, there is, if you want to look at the junk drawer, the name of that channel is Bria as a Mom. BRIAASAMOM, all together. Bria as a Mom. She has a What's in My Catch-All Junk Drawer bag. That one is a good one to check out just because I thought it was hilarious, because she's like, it's a junk drawer. And in fact, it is. Some of these others that I watched were not to me as good, but they did give me some ideas of what I can carry. I am, as I'm going through looking at what I've watched, I am sending Classic MG to the Enabler Corner because I was trying to decide between Safiano Marine Alice and Steel Blue Pebbled Alice, and went back and watched Classic MG's Alice wallet review and was able to see the marine one. So that helped me to make my decision. Again, I'm watching, but I'm going back to find the video. It is Shaw Loves Bags and Accessories. It's her Coach Market Tote video that just recently posted. And that's Shaw Loves Bags, all together, SHALUVSBAGS, and spelled out, accessories. So and accessories are separate. She shows a version, or not a version, she shows a Coach Pouchette with a little chain there. So I'm going to dig out a Coach Pouchette that will match Red Russell. I am going to pull out my Red Alice and Safiano. Y'all, I don't think I had as much stuff in my bag, but I'm going to see what I need and what I don't. Maybe I'll come back and show you what's in it. And then I'm going to pull out my red large Carrington for now, because I'm waiting on some Coach stuff to come in. And I'm going to just see whether or not this works for me. Yeah. M's, Mrs. Q, Shaw, DJ King, everybody to the Enabler Corner, because that is where the problem started, right there in Norwalk, Connecticut, at the pizza joint. So last couple of things, and then I am definitely going to let you go. If you are undecided about Russell, particularly the fact that the steel blue one is now $321 on Dooney.com and an extra 25% off, I would say go check out all of the steel blue satchels and steel blue purchases that were made during the holiday season last year when steel blue launched. You cannot go wrong with that color. You can also take a look at one of DJ King's most recent uploads where she reveals, unboxes her latest baby cow purchase in steel blue. It is on sale for $321 with an extra 25% off, which brings that down to $240.75 for a baby cow, new color. Should not have the issues with the steel blue that you had with the color mauve. And it is available on Dooney Pay. So if you need to split that out, have it taken care of before Christmas, you can do that on Dooney.com. Don't miss out on that one. The quantities were limited, and as of yesterday, there were only 16 available. The next one, large Maxine in ecru. Y'all know I love that bag. I have talked about it. It is now on sale for $208.60. At that price, I would not recommend it, but it is an extra 25% off. It is also available on Dooney Pay. So if you were thinking about taking a venture in the land of ecru and the large Maxine based on those dimensions, it is on sale for $156. Those are what I'm going to call some of the hidden gems of this sale. The next is Tilly. If you missed the community post on Tilly, I would say go check that out because she's got a big butt on her. Tilly has an 8-inch butt. You already got some dementias written down from, the whole MMGM, PM, Russell, small, medium, large. Take a look at Tilly. Take a look at the shoulder drop on Tilly and see if she is at a price point where you would be willing to experiment. There is zero. There are absolutely zero reviews of Tilly on YouTube from what I could find. Tilly is already on sale for $166.60 in a variety of colors. $166.60 plus an extra 25% off and on Dooney Pay. If you're going to experiment with the Wexford leather, which is basically city leather, which is basically what is that Kingston came in on ILD that launched at $410 that we got as a one day only price. It's basically that leather. That is a huge bag with like a 13.5-inch shoulder drop. So for those of you that are like me, that like the longer the shoulder drop, the better it seems to feel, especially with us getting ready to go back into puffer coat season. It is on sale for $166.60 with an extra 25% off, which brings the price down to $124.95, and it's available on Dooney Pay. Don't miss out on Tilly. Don't miss out on her. She may end up being the next return. All of us may get her and say she sucks, and that's the reason she was hidden on Dooney.com and we send her back. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I just don't think that's going to be the case. The next is the Florentine Kristen tote. You have heard about the Kristen tote on several channels. There are several reviews. It has been on ILDDooney.com, QVC, Brad's Deals, Overstock. I don't think I've seen it on Dillard's or Macy's. But the Kristen tote in Florentine, that is a baby cow. And that baby cow right now, just like Russell, is on sale for $321 plus an extra 25% off, which brings her down to $240.75, and she's available on Dooney Pay. I know y'all shopping on the site right now because y'all not talking, and I know that's what happens. The last one that I would say, bag-wise, that is another hidden gem on Dooney.com. I'm not even going into ILD because I'm already over an hour and a half. But the double strap tassel bag is on sale for $223.50 in both pebbled and Saffiano. With the additional 25% off on Dooney.com, that brings the double strap tassel bag down to $167.62. And it's available on Dooney Pay. We'll have all three of those paid off before we get to Black Friday so that you can shop Black Friday and be ready for the 12 days of Dooney if you are planning to shop then. The only thing that I will revisit for you on ILD, because there's some good stuff over there as well, but the only thing is going to be the one accessory for those of you that have a clutch life like me, right? My clutch life is Alice in pebbled and in Saffiano with the 20% discount. That brings the price of Alice down to $63.20. That is the price of the second clearance markdown of the Alice when she was readily available at the Dooney outlets. Hidden gem, if you like a big wallet. I'm moving out of this one and straight into another one. Phone with the pop socket, and y'all know I'm using a Note with a pop socket on the back, fits in here with no problems. I now have accumulated a couple of things. A check that I did a mobile deposit on that could come out now. I now have priority packing slips because I had to mail DJ King her box for her stuff that she Zelled me for. I've got some cards and some cash in the back here. I have cards, Costco, gas, credit, debit, ATM, credit cards, gas card. In the center zip, I have like my CVS card, which I hate CVS. Um, I have my Regal Crown Club card for when I go to the movies, so I can get my points there. Driver's license in the little cart slot, and this is a generous slot. I have not struggled getting my license in or out of this pouch at any time. I've got my checkbook. I've got another check that I need to take to the bank. And yes, I have direct deposit. These are not checks, payroll checks from work. Then I've got stamps for like mailing cards and stuff, the forever stamp, a membership number there. And it has a tassel, so it's dressy enough for my clutch life. But it works as a wristlet, so I don't have to take my entire large Hattie to lunch every day. I can literally just grab this, have my keys, throw my phone in there, and I am out the door to lunch or to dinner or whatever that may be. So I know we have talked a lot. I need to go back and rewatch and see what bags you ladies compared the LV to for your size comparisons. But I'm gonna switch out of Hattie. I'm gonna move into Russell. We're gonna get packed up. We're gonna take our trip to Walmart to find some more treats, stationery treats, and then I have a package that came from Coach that I need to film, and I've got the box from that doggone DJ King that will be here tomorrow, and then I have another Clutch Life purchase coming in post conversation with DJ King and M's, because I got a Clutch Life, so I need some more large Carringtons. So there's some more content coming up. So I do hope that you are enjoying your Labor Day, that you are catching up and binge watching YouTube first, and then like Hulu, Netflix, Sling, all of those later. That you are having a pant optional day. I'm going to have to put pants on to go to Walmart, but otherwise it would be another pant optional day. That you take a look at some of the hidden gems, and that you take a look at the community tab, participate there, and that as you contemplate the itty bitty price of the LV, PM, MM, and GM bags, that in all of that you will consider taking your medium Russell out as a handbag if those bag sizes or styles from LV have been attention getting for you. So, thank you so very much for watching. I will see you on Friday for Real Friday on Mrs. Q's channel at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. I'm pretty sure that we're going to figure out who's up next for Tribe Time. And I will be back on Sunday evening at 6 Eastern, 5 Central for Feed Your Addiction. Maybe I'll go live again later today. It just depends. If I go to Walmart and come back and keep my pants on, I may come back on. If I take my pants off, maybe not. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, I do hope that you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care.